then you got the blueprint. Stop gatekeeping and let us all in. Are we on? Do I even still know how to use this camera? Yeah. What's up, y'all? It has been a hot minute, I know. And I keep saying I'm going to do better with vlogging, and I don't know why I can't seem to get in the groove. I don't know. I feel like I am a little discouraged with my YouTube because of the time and energy and everything that I put into it. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel, and I just don't see the growth as what I feel like it should be at this point, nor the engagement. And I do appreciate those who do engage with me, you know, constantly, and I love that. And I don't want to diminish, you know, that you all do engage. However, it's only like the same 5 people, you know, all the time. And so it can be a little discouraging. And then when I'm vlogging on like TikTok or uploading my videos on TikTok, there's just so much engagement, you know. So, yeah, that's all that is. So, anywho, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Crissy J. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I do think you'll love it here. I mean, I have quite a few things that I am into. I am a work from home mom. I've been working at my job now for 10.5 years. I'm also in school to, my study is human services, to eventually be a therapist and open my own practice, which is my like retirement goal. And I'm just balancing life, y'all. You know, I'm on a healthy journey. Healthy lifestyle journey, I'll say. I used to just say I'm on a weight loss journey, but it's like at the end of the day, weight loss is not my only goal with it. I want to learn how to eat better, make better, you know, food choices, snack choices, and things like that, and just all around have a better relationship with food. So with working out and moving my body, all of that. So that is a healthier lifestyle. So that's what I'm going after. I've been very consistent with that, so I'm actually very proud of myself, for doing that. I do have to give a lot of credit to my accountability partner, my neighbor, and growing to be friend. She really does keep me going on days where I feel like I'm just not feeling it today. She's like, come on, let's do this. Even when we do it, we're out there. I'm like, all right, girl, let's go ahead and circle back and go home. She's like, no, we're going to do 3 miles. We already out here, you know. So that really does help. And y'all already know Sean always supports me. But it's just different when you have like a different type of person, like you have someone else outside of your significant other. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Just balancing work, life, and while chasing my goals. And so my tagline is, I'm just a work from home mom who is so tired of working, if I had to be honest. But yeah, what am I doing today? Working. I actually took PTO and didn't remember that I took PTO because I don't have anything going on. I think I just plugged it in just to have like a day if I needed it. But I have nothing going on today at all. So I clocked into work and I let the PTO team know that they can take me off or put me on the schedule today because I'm working. So that's that. My mom picked Caden up and took him door dashing. They've been door dashing. They took like a couple days break. Caden's been outside cutting the lawns in our neighborhood, making a lot of money for himself. So I'm very, very happy and proud of him for, you know, stepping into that. Sean showed him how to cut the grass. So he's been practicing with our lawns, and now he is really good at it, actually. One of the neighbors in our neighborhood, very, very kind enough to let him just help himself to his lawn equipment. And he has a whole set. So he set a little area in the back for Caden. He can just go right in his yard, grab it, take care of it, put it back when he's done. I actually reached out to that neighbor to make sure that that was, the agreement, and introduced myself to him, gave him my phone number, and let him know if he has any issues or anything, ever, to give me a call. But basically, when he was growing up, someone did it for him, and so he's just passing that down. And so I was like, all right, Kaden, when you get older, you can pass it down to someone in your neighborhood. So I do appreciate that. That's helping Kaden out a lot. I think Kaden is probably like tapping on, if not over $1,000 at this point. So that's that. We are getting ready for school. Kaden has been homeschooled for a few years on and off, but for this past school year, for a few months of it, most months of it actually. But he is getting ready to start high school, and I want him to have that high school experience as does he. And then he just needs to get back into, his social community. You know what I mean? Like, he needs to socialize. So hopefully, I'm praying, y'all. Hopefully my son does good, and I don't have any issues with him. Like, Kaden, you're getting too old. Stay in school, Baby girl is excited. She'll be going to a new school this year. She's no longer obviously in the Head Start program, so she's going to be going into kindergarten. We're getting her ready for that. So we're just trying to prep the kids, get them together, get them back on the schedule, get ourselves on the schedule, because we're all kind of like out of whack with our sleep schedules and our just everything, our meals, how we eating. It's a lot. We have to really pull it together. But after we get the kids off and going, Sean and I have a trip in October that we'll be planning for. And then after that, we might do something small for him for his birthday, Christmas for his birthday. And then after that, we're absolutely done. We have to lock in because, like I told him, I'm like, if we're going to have this reception, we got to lock in. So once we start really diving into the plans for that, we'll do like a series on the channel maybe, where I'll kind of show you guys what we're doing. I don't know though yet, because I'm kind of like, I don't really want to give too much, and then people already know what to expect before they even get there, type of thing. So I don't know, we'll see. But that's an idea that I had. But yeah, so that's just the intro, a little small tad bit of a life update. I'm a little annoyed, if you can't tell, because I make good money, right? And it just is weird to me, because it's like, when I use FMLA, I feel like my checks are the same as when I don't. And FMLA is not paid. So I made sure that this check, I didn't use FMLA. I was like, I'm going to go to work, knock it out. Like all this week so far, I've been going to work. I don't plan on calling out because I'm off tomorrow anyway. So I'm going to work Friday. And I feel like I'm still bringing home far less than what my gross pay is. And it's very frustrating. It is very, very frustrating. So I was like, let me just deep dive into my pay stub a little bit and see what's going on. And I have $800 plus and closer to the 900 mark coming out of my check. And just taxes alone. That's not including my other deductions like 401k, life insurance policies, medical. Like that is just in my taxes. And I'm just like, wow, that's almost $1,700 plus a month. And just taxes. And I'm just so irritated by that, because that's just a lot of money, y'all. It's a lot of money that I won't see. And I think that's where my frustration lies, because I owed IRS for the longest time. I finally got my balance down to a single digit. I was in the double digits as far as what I owed them, and we weren't talking early double digits, y'all. We were talking $29,000 plus dollars is what I owed them. And I'm down to the single digits in what I owe, and I'm like, okay, I'm sure I'm probably still not going to get a return, but why am I paying so much in taxes? Like, I can't wrap my head around it. It's very, very, very frustrating. So yeah, so that's kind of like what blew me today. It's because I get paid tomorrow, and usually on Wednesdays I can see my pay stub, and so I like to start, allocating my funds so I can know what I can do, what I need to take care of, things like that. And I'm just looking like, and this time of year is always a little tighter because it's back to school. It's this time of year and then around like Christmas and stuff, because it's Christmas, Rain's birthday, Sean's birthday. So it feels just like now, Caden's birthday, my birthday, back to school for both of them. So it is a bit overwhelming. But it's even more annoying when you're just like, why is my check like this? That's where I'm at with it. But it is what it is. We're going to keep going. And we'll get through it. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I got to cut back on spending. And right now, I have been in my keyboard era. I feel like I have a new keyboard popping up to the house every 2 days. I mean, that's not realistic. That's not really what's going on. But I do feel like I have bought a new keyboard like every week, it seems. I have another keyboard en route to me right now. Is it a keyboard or just the keys? I think it might be just the keys, y'all. I hope it is, because I'm just like, girl, don't you get another damn keyboard. But anyway, so that's just pretty much why I'm in like a little bit of a funk. But we're not going to stay there long, because at the end of the day, God provides, and my faith is strong. And I know that in any area that I feel that is short, I know that He will make a way. Period. So that's where we leave that at. But it just, just is frustrating in the moment, because it's like, dang, I go to work and I give all this time, and my check is this. Like, my check is really nice, and then it's like, boom, after all of that is taken out, my deductions plus taxes and all that, that's some people's full check. I have a full check coming out of every check. It's very, very annoying. But what can we do, right? And I just ask myself, like, are other countries running like this? Like, I just feel like the USA is so money driven. It's such I just think of us as like, we're just machines, I don't really find any real like happiness or joy being here, to be honest. And I'm just like, the way of life here, the things that are highlighted, the stresses that we have are all to literally just survive. A lot of people aren't even able to like live life. They're just working to pay bills. And that's not the life that I want, And we're a two income household, and Sean makes good money too. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like I shouldn't really feel the raft, but I feel it. I mean, Sean said he went to the grocery store yesterday, and the price for stuff is just insane. And like some things that we could get for like $150, we could maybe have gotten, I don't know, 30 items before or more, depending on what you're getting. And now it's like, that's cut in half for the same price though. You know what I mean? And so it's like, for a family of 4 with both children that eat like crazy, it just is a lot. So anyway, enough of that. Y'all know I be coming on here to y'all to really vent for real. Like, y'all all in my business, but it is what it is. Like, we're all living in this world together, and I'm not ashamed of nothing that I go through in life, because at the end of the day, who the hell are you to judge? Who the hell am I to judge? And If you haven't been through a struggle or anything in life, then you got the blueprint. Stop gatekeeping and let us all in. Okay? If not, I feel like all of us can kind of relate to each other at some point in some way, shape, or form. So that's that on that. I'm an open book, period. But anyway, I'm just here working. I'm not on calls today. It's been very, very slow at work with our call volume. Thank God. So that's a very nice break. Open enrollment is tiptoeing up on us. It'll be in October. Hopefully they'll open up our overtime as well. But like I said to you guys in a couple of vlogs back, I've been also applying for some jobs outside of my job just to see if I can work something that doesn't require phones and I can work at the same time as my job, you know? So I don't have to feel like I'm working overtime to make that extra money. So we'll see. I don't know. Dang, time is going by real fast. My clock just turned to 12 and I'm like, it's 12 o'clock? Okay, so today is moving. I ain't mad at that. All right, y'all. Well, let me go ahead and get some work done and I'll talk to y'all later on.
You got potential. You got potential. You got potential. You got potential.
Hey y'all. Trying to pick up some dried mangoes, which I love. I just took my first break. Well, I just came back from my first break. And then, sorry y'all. Now I am getting ready to log on to a meeting with a talent management company for TikTok. So I don't know. I've been reached out to by several different brands for various things, but this one in particular reached out to me regarding like how they can help me as far as like growing my platform, getting me connected with brand deals and things like that. So I'm just jumping on for an information session just to kind of see what they offer, and we'll go from there. Trying to be sure to stay, what's the word I'm looking for? Stay grounded with my original why. Like, why did I start content creating? Why, you know, what made me want to do it, and why did I keep at it? And it solely was to be able to have the memories of life for me and my children to look back at. And that still is my why. However, karma, you know, in life we grow and situations change, things change. And so now I'm like, I kind of found my purpose, you know, in life. And now my why includes more people. It includes all of you, you know. And so my why isn't just for my children to look back on. My why now includes people who may know me, may not know me, may not ever meet me, but who can gain something from watching me. And I don't have all the answers. I don't have life all figured out. None of us do. But my walk in life and things that I go through may be of help to someone else. And so that is really what keeps me going now. Like, it's bigger than me, you know, it's bigger than me. So I really aspire to inspire. And so sometimes I get a little discouraged because, like I said, the growth is very slow. Even though we are going up, we're moving in the right direction. It's just very, very slow. It kind of, if I had to put it in like an analogy, I would say it's me filling or needing to fill up a gallon of water, and the faucet is dropping like drip every hour. You get a drip, drip. It's like, how long is it going to take to fill up that gallon of water? And that's kind of like how it feels with my content journey on YouTube. It kind of feels like that drip, one an hour, maybe even one a day, because like I said, I've been doing this for years now. I mean, I've been vlogging since before Rain was born, and she's about to be 6 years old, y'all. And I haven't even hit 5,000 subscribers. And so sometimes I'm like, well, maybe this just is not for me. Can it up, wrap it up, call it a day, throw in a towel. But then I'm just like, you didn't do it for that to start with. So what difference does it make? But like I said, as you put in so much time and energy and everything into it, you kind of want to reap the rewards of it. And the reward to me is just a community of people that engage with me, that let me know they enjoy my content or have been able to take something away from my content. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I don't know. It's still something that I'm honestly actively praying on. And I guess God will let me know, when it's time to wrap it up, or when my channel does finally take off. So we shall see. But it is 12:59. The meeting is at 1. I'm getting ready to join. It's via Google Meet. Hopefully that will work, because we'll see. See if this is working. Okay, so far I'm the only one in the meeting. We'll see. I'll turn y'all back on when someone joins. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, today it's just more for like, is this a good fit for you, based on your goals and what we can do?
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, and before we start, do you have any initial questions for me?
No, not yet.
We have people who do have over 300,000 like subscribers. They get, pretty big partnerships there. And then some who are landing like $300 partnerships. So there's a variety on like who our roster is and who we bring in, from big talent to small talent. But we really focus on just like helping you with the workload of landing these partnerships, and then guiding you and coaching you through it too.
Okay. That sounds
Have
good.
you worked with brands before?
I have. Majority of the brands I've worked with, because of my platforms being so small, have been more of like Amazon, or some brands that are off Amazon. They usually want me to, they'll send me the product for free, and then I'll just do a clip in my vlog or like a reel. But that's pretty much it. Not really. I just landed my first UGC deal literally 2 weeks ago. So I'm waiting for them to approve the video for that. And that's my first like paid deal.
And that's actually a really good, because that's the standard for UGC payments.
Oh,
So
okay.
the fact that they're landing you right above standard too. We try to like branch out as much as possible, but really it's just a connection of who your audience is, what interests they're into, how that aligns with your niche. Because our biggest thing is, we don't like to just dump a whole bunch of sponsorships onto creators. We want you guys to build like 3 to 4 really good relationships with brands who can book you all year long.
Okay.
It's around like 20 brands a month, depending on how many weeks are in that month, but you get 5 new brand pitches every single week.
Okay.
So the week before, I'll try to send it to you and say, hey, here's what we're looking for. A lot of the times, I will just try to put as many as possible, so you'll get like 10 at a time to approve. This way, there's no slowdown, and I could just send those emails out as we're finding the other ones to replace the ones that didn't align with you. So yeah, there's always approval with you before any pitch email goes out.
Okay.
Anything else, you can email me, okay?
Okay. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Bye. All right, y'all. So that was a really good meeting. I'm hoping and praying that I finally can find a management company that will work. Well, they do work with small content creators, but that will be in alignment with me, my content, and what it is that I'm looking for so that we can grow and move this thing. So let's see. They work more with the YouTube and Instagram platforms than TikTok because, TikTok is just so up in the air. But I'm good with that because, my home base is YouTube. I love YouTube. It's where I started. However, YouTube is truly only pushing short form content. And that's why I haven't really been giving you guys much long form the way I used to. But yeah, so with that being said, let me go ahead and get this short out to you guys because I posted it on TikTok hours ago and I need to get out to you guys. Hey, it is super late. It's almost time for me to clock out at 7:17. We have had a day, y'all. We have had a day. We had like an emergency huddle in my department because some things went out about what did they call it? Oh, what did they call it, y'all? Gender affirming. And there have been a lot of changes in healthcare when it comes to gender affirming. And so they had to like last minute set up this like line for people to call in. And we're expecting just people to call in showing their frustration towards the changes and all of that stuff. But we're not going to get too much into it, but just know. And I'm just praying that we don't have that many because it's really only geared for people that are 19 and younger. And I believe across all of our regions, we have 100 members who it would apply to. But, you can still get like random calls from people just being nosy, want to ask questions or whatever the case is. So I actually am wearing my headset today on a day I shouldn't because they opened up that new line for the gender affirming care. For us to handle those calls should they come in. But so far so good. I'm hoping I don't get another call. I do not want to talk on the phone today. But anyway, that call went really well today. I'm still checking my email. I haven't received anything from her as of yet. If I don't get anything by the end of today, which the day is already over, as far as I'm concerned, I probably will send her a little email midday tomorrow and just kind of be like, hey, making sure you didn't forget about me, looking forward to the information that you were going to send over to me. Oh, you know what, let me double check. Yeah, I didn't get anything. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And my back is killing me. When I was working out with Sean the other day, I was not laying on the bench press right. Like my head was hanging off at first when I did like the first like 2 or 3 sets. And I was lifting the weight over my head and I pulled a muscle in my back. So last night he massaged me down with some Tiger Balm and it helped. And then my neck started hurting. Like the pain was radiating to my neck and then that was annoying. And now just, I think, sitting here all day, it's kind of kicking the pain back in from the pulled muscle. So he's probably going to give me another back rub tonight with some Tiger Balm. And then I might go to the chiropractor tomorrow and get an adjustment. But I'm just kind of like, I want to make sure it's going to work. Like I don't want to just get an adjustment and he can't do nothing for a pulled muscle, to be honest. Like I just might have to just let it do its thing. But anyway, that's it, y'all. We're going to shorten up these vlogs because one thing I'm going to do is take heed to people who have been where I am and are where I want to be. And everyone is pretty much saying like long form content is not where it's at anymore. And y'all, honestly, it just takes so much time for me to edit and all of the things. And so I really need to do what makes more sense right now. And so I'm not saying I never will post like another long vlog This vlog might even be at least 30 minutes. But going forward, I'm going to try to do like 15 to 20-minute vlogs. Maybe I can get more out to you guys that way as well. So we'll see. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up, okay? We're also wrapping up our workday as well. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. If you are not following me on my other social platforms, definitely go ahead. They're always linked in the description box. Give this video a thumbs up and just give me a little comment, y'all. Like, help me out with my morale over here. Like, I'm not trying to leave YouTube, but I am kind of just like, it's like crickets, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just, give me a little wave or something, let me know you're watching or whatever. I like to engage with you guys. So that wraps up today's vlog, and I'll see you guys in my next. Bye.